Hello everyone, my name is Saklin Mullah and today is 21st of December and I am here to talk about the memory management in the Java. Why do we need the memory management? So the memory management is important for the better performance of our Java program. So in Java, memory management is the process of allocation and deallocation of objects called as memory management. So Java does the memory management automatically, and the Java uses the automatic memory management system called as the garbage collector. So mainly Java memory is divided into two parts. First one is stack, and second one is heap memory. So about the stack memory, so stack is a linear data structure which allows a particular order in which the operations are performed. The order may be last in first out, or the we can say the first in last out. So stack will be like consider the deck of the book which consists of book placed on one on another. So it will be like the stack. So the last book which will be the placed will also be the first one to be the removed. So that is a kind of the stack. So let us see what actually happens in the stack. So suppose we are creating methods, the method 1, method 2, and method 3. So the memory will be allocated by the our JVM for the method 1, first for the method 1, then for the method 2, and the method 3. This is called as a memory allocation. So when these methods are executed, then we don't actually need those methods for the further implementation. So we will try to erase that memory and try to free that memory. So that is an important point in the Java stack memory. So it is used to do execute threads and the method specific values, and it is used to store the methods and the local variables. So every time a method is declared, a method block is created in which the local variables which are declared within that methods are stored, and once that method is executed, the block of the memory will be cleared. And also when we create an object, the objects are stored in that method block. Only the object reference variable is stored, and the actual object is stored inside the heap memory. That's all about the Java stack memory. And now let us see about the heap memory. Talking about the heap memory can be further also divided as the young generation and the old generation. So what actually happens is uh, when we create an object, so the object is placed inside an heap memory at first in the young generation, and the reference variable of that object is placed inside the stack memory, and the uh, reference variable from the stack memory will point to the object inside the heap memory. So again, talking about the heap memory, as I said, heap memory is divided into mainly two parts, as young generation and old generation. So this young generation also contains three memory locations called as Eden and survivor memory SO, and survivor memory S1. So what actually happens is when we create multiple objects, and first the objects will be stored in the Eden, and when the number of objects are stored in the Edens are full, then it will move to the survivor memory. So what actually happens is uh, the garbage collection mechanism takes place. So the objects which has the no reference variable or the null reference variable will be erased, and the memory will be freed from that. And later on, if our code is very big, Then the objects created inside the code will be of the very huge numbers. So it will be again the objects will be stored in the survivor memory, and if it exceeds the survivor memory, the objects will be stored in the old generation. So what actually happens in this old generation? In the old generation, the major garbage collection takes place. But the disadvantage is that as the major garbage collection will take a longer time for eliminating these uh, objects and creating and memory dislocation. That's why we should usually be aware of the numbers of objects we create, because if we use if the objects are too much, they will be stored in an old generation, and it will take longer time for the execution. That's about the stack and the heap. So let's talk about the basic differences between the stack and the heap. So the stack will store the methods and the local variables, and the heap will store the newly created objects. And the order of the stack will be last in first out, and the heap order is kind of complex mechanism, and the life of the stack will be uh, until the current method. So and the life of an heap memory will be throughout the objects. The efficiency of the stack is faster than the heap, and the heap will be slower than that of uh, stack. Along with the stack and heap, there is also an another method. Sorry, there is also another memory management that is used to store uh, only the static variables. We can call it as the permanent generation. Uh, this is used to store the static variables and methods. That's all about the memory management in Java. Thank you.